Okay, you're about to watch our 2022 Icast travel blog. Make sure you watch all the way to the end to find out how you could receive a 50 count bag of Bruiser Bait soft plastics. All right. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Actually, it's still nighttime. It's going to be morning here shortly. About 11 o'clock. And my wife's still asleep, and so I got to still be a little bit quiet. But, guys, this is... Alright guys, welcome to the travel blog, the Icast 2022 travel blog. And anyway, we got everything ready to rock and roll. Colin and his dad should be here fairly shortly. They'll be here probably between 11 and midnight. And hit the road. You know what the first thing I have to do? Let me check out this new stainless steel mug that my wife just got me. Look at the size of that thing, man. A lot of people's coffee drinkers. I'm a coffee drinker too. My coffee comes in the form of a Mountain Dew. Mountain Dew is Mountain Dew is, ooh, there goes a can. Mountain Dew is what I would call my caffeine addiction. I'll pick this sucker up. Hope it doesn't explode on me. I just dropped the thing. Still early. Still trying to, well, actually I didn't get much sleep. It's hard to sleep when it's still light out and you got dogs trying to climb all over you and the TV on in the bedroom, but that's alright. Check this out. Neat thing about this new stainless steel mug my wife got me is it holds not one, but two Mountain Dews. And this is the one I dropped. Hope it doesn't go all over my rack here. Ooh, we got lucky. Ooh, there it goes. Ooh, could have been worse. Could have covered everything. Alright. Get a little bit of this caffeine in me, get my butt going. Oh, man. That's what I'm talking about right there, boys. There you go. Get a swig of this good old cup of joe. Ooh. Another couple swigs and I'll be all jacked up on Mountain Dew, boys. What's up, Bubba?
What's up, brother?
Not much, man. You on your way?
On the way.
All right. You got our precious cargo on board?
Yeah, we got the net, man.
Oh man, I'd laugh my butt off. I'd laugh my butt off if he's the only one that got a 10-pounder when we're down there.
Well, there might be a catfish.
Yeah.
Oh, that ain't no size for them.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, buddy. All right. Well, I'll see you when you get here, and then we'll rock and roll.
Sounds good.
All right, brother.
That's Norman.
Hey, what's up, Steve? What's that?
He just won't learn. I tried to teach him. That's Mr. Netman to him.
There you go. There you go. All right, guys. Hey, Steve, you know what? You keep us in line, right?
Yeah, I've had a chance of that.
That's hard to do.
I know it.
You all right? All right, see you guys when you get here.
I give up already.
Yeah, no kidding, man. All right, we'll see you guys here shortly. All right, bye. I knew my head was good for something. All right. Oh. Don't worry about that one now. All right. it all fit.
Oh, look at that fancy steering wheel. I hadn't been on near the Joshua. Bye, honey.
Bye-bye.
Drive
I love
safe. Y'all have fun and good luck, and see you when you get back.
Alright, love you.
I
And,
love you, honey.
Call you when we get there. Yeah.
Some birds just came and just crumbled up everything.
At first seen it, I was gonna say, who in the hell has dandruff that bad?
There ain't.
And I know
there-
there's freaking
I
crackers.
tell you what, they ain't. I bet you they ain't a daggum wafer left in that container with all them crumbs around.
It looks like he just crumbled them up and
Yeah.
poured them out.
I'll tell you what, Steve. You should have said, now we're not going to make any more time, because now I'm going to be pressing
I got
to
you.
beat Colin's time. So, you ever heard of Mr. Toad's Wild Ride at Disneyland? Well, better
Wait a minute.
Sit
Can
down.
Can I put both?
sit
of these?
down, hang on, or shut
Can I
up,
put
because we're
both?
about to put the hammer down to this bitch.
Can I put both of these belts on back here?
You put as many belts on as you want. That's the only thing that's going to keep them G-forces from hurting you.
Well, I mean, I was about to say, you might need to get the 5-point harness in there.
There we go. I do have to put this in here. Though, so
Everybody
I know where
get
the hell
enough
we're
to eat.
going.
I do need to, yeah. Can you hand me my bag right here? Man.
Oh, I can see.
Got it?
Yep.
No problem where I have no clue why I'm gonna wear my damn sunglasses. Is my TV screen here disappears?
Yeah.
It's the angle on it.
Even though she talks to me, I like to be able to see.
Kind of see what's coming up.
Come on, dude. That phone's so freaking slow for some reason. I have no clue why it's slow like that. I have too much crap on it. I can use my sunglasses.
Never.
Turn your little thing on there.
I did. And never seen somebody get so disappointed when the waitress says, "We don't have omelets no more."
Yeah, can you imagine not having an omelet? Can't even cook me an omelet.
Are you doing you deal?
Huh?
He's asking who's video. We've been videoing since there was daylight.
Daylight, yeah.
And then he wanted sausage links. She killed them dreams too.
Yeah.
So he had to settle for biscuits and gravy.
Oh, yeah. Yes, I usually like traveling at nighttime. I'd rather travel at night.
Traffic wise is a lot better.
Yeah. I mean, we really made some good time, but I think.
Yeah, we went through Atlanta pretty quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I tried to get some rest yesterday and went to bed about 6 o'clock, but it's virtually impossible to try to, first of all, fall asleep when you when it's daylight out. I need it to be dark. But secondly, have dogs jumping all over me 24/7. TV going on in the bedroom. So needless to say, I didn't get any sleep. So we get in the truck this morning to take off, and we get down the road maybe about 30 minutes, and I'm like, Colin, you ready to drive? Colin's like, are you serious? I'm like, yeah, dude. Alright. So anyway, Colin's been driving up to this point, but anyway, I'm good to go for now. 30 minutes down the road, maybe not.
Till we get past Gaines. You might make it to Gaines.
Yeah, right? Looks like we might not make it anywhere if we don't get a break in traffic.
Yep.
It's a long-winded green light, so that's a good thing. I don't know if I can try this or not. I'll try it. Enough time. Yeah, right.
How may I help you?
Call John Pate.
John Pate only has a mobile number. Would you like to call it?
Yes.
Calling the mobile number for John Pate.
Good morning, Norman.
Good morning. What you doing?
Just getting out of bed.
Getting out of bed?
What are you doing?
We're just driving along.
Heading over there?
Yeah, we're probably I don't know, we're probably about 2 hours away.
25 miles north of Gaines.
Yeah, we're probably about 2 hours.
Oh, I thought you were already there.
Nah, we left about midnight last night, so we're right at about 2 hours. I think we're like 25 miles north of Gainesville.
Wow.
We just ate at Crocodile in Lake City.
Cracker Barrel?
Oh yeah.
Well, I hope you got me.
I didn't want to go. This truck kind of steered its way in there by on its own. You know how that goes.
I kind of hope you had some biscuits and gravy for me this morning.
I had biscuits and gravy for both of us.
There you go.
22. I just laid down my damn lights on my gas gauge. I said, shit. I didn't realize that. 24 miles.
I got a bum foot, so I can't push.
So.
That worked, right?
Yeah, right? How's your walking skills? I'll hand you the gas can. Colin probably seen a gas can in the back of my truck this morning when we're loading, and probably was wondering what the hell is he bringing a damn 5-gallon gas can for?
That's what I was saying. And it might have been how we were sitting.
Yeah.
Also, with having the boat, and the boat was cockeyed. It wasn't that it was straight on.
What's that?
Look at all that, lilies.
Yeah, it just makes you want to get out and get a frog going. All right, kind of a little, I actually say mid-morning update. Shoot, we left this morning at midnight, so it's like a, what would it be considered, like a 2-minute warning in football update?
They're pretty close. We're getting there.
But we are 18 miles to our destination. Anyway, we're almost there. I think probably put the boat in the parking lot at the motel, go check in, and then probably walk over to Icast on the Water. They actually got Icast on the Water going on today, which Icast on the Water actually is open to the public. So anybody can go to Icast on the Water. You don't have to, be registered to get into the show tomorrow. And Icast on the Water is actually usually pretty cool because you could actually, they kind of let you test products because they're right there by the lake. So you could actually test lures, stuff like that. They have different things where you could actually do some hands-on type of stuff with the products. Usually they only have maybe 30 to 35 max of the exhibitors. Not near all the exhibitors are going to participate. They don't have the room, but yeah, typically they'll have 25 to 35 exhibitors participate, on the Icast on the Water. I'm kind of interested to find out later on, once the results are posted, who won the Icast Cup.
That'd be nice to see.
That'd be fun.
The guys from Talk and Tackle there in Chattanooga with us.
Yep.
How they done?
Yeah, they fished it.
Yeah.
I'll tell it. we'll do a little bit of a trivia right now on the Icast Cup, and we're gonna do a little bit of a trivia, and at the end of this travel blog, we'll give the answer to see if you guys, without looking it up now, don't look up the results. See if you guys could figure out this or guess or have the right answer. And we're talking about the Icast Cup. And I was actually in the inaugural Icast Cup. And the guy that actually won it, I was actually, I don't know, 50 feet from where the guy that won it was, watching him put all kinds of fish in the boat. They were putting 5-pounders in the boat, and I was putting 1-pounders in the boat. But anyway, now I'm not talking about the company that they were fishing for, I'm talking about the pro representing the company. Who was the inaugural winner, or the first annual winner of the Icast Cup? That's a trivia question. Now we're gonna say the winner at the end of this travel blog to see if you guys can guess it.
And we might drop some hints on it.
Yeah. Hey, no cheating. Don't look it up. If you don't know, just guess. It's gonna be a pro between the ages of 25.
We'll just do just what year was the inaugural?
The inaugural? Hell, I don't know. This is the 8th annual. What year would that make it?
So
Depends on whether you
right.
count the COVID year.
No.
I didn't go to high school to learn math. Let's put it that
So
way.
it's around 2011, 2012.
That sounds about right.
If they don't count the COVID year, then it'd be 2011. If they do, then it'd be 2012.
I just want to give him my hint.
Huh?
I just want to give him my hint.
Well, I mean, if you give them an age bracket, then they're going to be like, oh, it's going to narrow it down to
All right,
a few.
let's do it. Well, yeah, not really. Let's do it this way then. Whoever won the inaugural Icast, we're going to give you an age bracket between the age of 25 and 85. How's that for a narrow down?
All right. And what you do, we want to see the comments down below to see what y'all's guess is. So comment down below and make a guess. So what, we're about, 13 minutes away?
13 minutes.
And breathing fumes.
Oh shit, yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, guys, if you can see my gas gauge right now, we are literally going to roll in the parking lot on fumes. We have 12 miles to our destination, and we have, I'm looking right now, distance still empty. We have 15 miles till we run out of petrol. So let's hope our GPS is not off a few miles, right?
Yeah, that would be great if it's not.
Colin already told me he has a little bit of a bum ankle, so he's not going to be pushing. He already told me that's his story, and he's sticking to it.
I've got doctors saying.
He actually showed me a doctor's note about 5 minutes ago that he's not allowed to push. We park at the hotel. We might not have enough gas to get gas.
No, we got to stop before we get there.
Wouldn't that be a bitch? Get ready to leave Thursday night and head to Lake Placid, and we run out of fuel as we're leaving the parking lot at the Days Inn. Oh, maybe right here.
There's
Maybe.
one right here.
Yeah. Speaking of the devil.
Good Lord watches after us
Oh,
idiots.
yeah. That was pretty
And the thing about it is it was kind of hard to miss that big old yellow shell right there.
That's pretty good right there.
Is it in the center here?
Yeah, I think it's in the, it's on the other freaking side. Next level.
Well,
You can say it anytime, guys. Just say it. I mean, I have thick skin. Go ahead. Right now. Dumbass.
I mean,
Just go ahead and say dumbass.
we have a local person driving us around, guys.
Yeah, just go ahead and say it. Dumbass.
And the guy that's from Tennessee has to tell the local, isn't it in the center?
How many times have I traveled this? Even in the last 2 years, how many times have I traveled this road? And it's the foreigner over here that told me where the gas station was. I've never been to this gas station. Oh, it's up here. Turn my blinker off, right?
Yep.
Act like I've been there before. Just go to where all the trucks are, I guess, right?
Yeah, sometimes that helps.
Service by cars and trucks.
There it is, right there. Yeah. I know one thing. I'm kind of glad that we're stopping, because my eyeballs are floating after them 2 cups of coffee and a half a bottle of water. Woo! Look at that water.
There's the International Drive. That's the nightlife. Yeah.
Norman likes them like that.
Yeah, he is.
Well, you know you're not in Tennessee anymore when you see 2 guys walking around in Speedos down the sidewalk.
Men in Speedos, it just wants to make you go,
Well, not everybody can jump out there in a Speedo.
definitely not this persona.
Or that persona.
Again, this in a Speedo makes you want to go, alright. Days in Orlando, Orange County Civic Center.
Well, I'm glad we did get gas. You know?
Damn it. GPS took me the wrong one.
Now we gotta go back right out of here.
Wherever she says to go.
West, that'd be, now it'd be left. That's alright.
I mean, I've never been here, so
Yeah,
we're taking a tour, so.
Well, I know we're at the wrong one as soon as I seen the place. Oh, come on. Is this no out on this one? This is no through.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah, I'd
Is there
swing
a
out
through?
here though, just in case when I get back behind it.
You gotta do.
They got brand new matters at their place.
Oh well.
Bring the water in that ditch.
Don't see any.
Are you rolling?
Yeah.
We talked about behind the scenes stuff and some screw ups. Well, we got good news and we got some bad news. Good news is we got to the day's end. The bad news is it's the wrong one. And we're still 17 minutes away.
Oh man, thank goodness I peed at the gas station.
Thank goodness we stopped at the gas station.
Yeah, we wouldn't have made it if we didn't stop and get some gas.
And I'm sure, yeah, what are you guys gonna do? You're gonna blame it on me, right? I was the one driving.
We're not pointing no fingers, but maybe some elbows.
I'll tell you what, I'm blaming it on that woman's voice that's coming out of that box here that I'm watching while I'm driving. That's why I'm blaming it on. That's my story and I'm sticking to it. It's her fault. That's the only thing I'm gonna say that's funny the whole trip. Hey, get back there. Get back there in that back seat. Her fault.
Her fault.
Yeah. She's the one that told me where to go.
And this is the her that he's talking about.
glad there's a car ahead of us that I can follow because I have no clue where the road is to go across here. Yeah, that was the weirdest intersection I've ever seen. I should slow my ass down to 35, right?
I mean, it's just a suggestion. So what park is that over there?
I don't know. I'm from like Plaza, not from Orlando. I just know where she tells me to go, and she's already been wrong once, so I start worrying. Don't count your chickens until they're hatched.
Yeah,
we get there.
We went the wrong way, and Norman's first thing he says is, "That's what happens when you listen to a woman."
We're almost there, though. I know where we are now.
That's...
Actually, shit. Bullshit. I should have went straight frickin' across. Go left? Damn, man. Why did I listen to her? See, that's what I'm saying. It says turn left. I need to go straight. You can't get the days in that direction. Damn it. See if I can get over to the straight lane if there's no cars coming. The light changes.
That ain't gonna happen.
Well, it's gonna have to happen because I'm not gonna make another freaking U-turn. I'll wait for the cars to go.
Oh.
This damn light. Yeah, we gotta go straight. All right, we are in the process of walking. It's hot. Just registered for Icast. The show actually opens up tomorrow. It's Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. But today they got going on Icast on the Water, which is actually, Icast on the Water actually open to the public. But it's something they do on the water down here on the north concourse of the convention center. And they have some hands-on stuff. They usually have about 25 to 35 exhibitors participate, showing their stuff. And being that it is right on the water, hence Icast on the Water, you know, some of the companies lets you try the stuff, do some hands-on stuff with the products. So we're in the process of walking over there now. And the only thing about today is everything's outside and it's Florida heat.
It's not too bad, though.
Yeah, it's not that bad, but
it could be worse.
Yeah, it could be worse. But here's the thing.
We are in the shade.
It just makes
We are in the
yeah,
shade.
for now. It just makes us appreciate what tomorrow's gonna bring a little bit better. We're gonna be in the damn air conditioner all day tomorrow.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be awesome.
Oh yeah. But anyway, a quick update, we're still walking.
Yeah, we were on the very end of the south end of the building. They say go to the very far north end of the building. And this place is bigger than Chattanooga.
Yeah, see, we're walking the outside of the convention. I was telling these boys how big it is when you walk in. You know, if you ever get to go to Icast and able to register through something or get a chance to register for the show, when you walk into Icast, the first thing that you're going to think of is it's overwhelming. What do you do first? What do you do next?
Plan at least 2 days.
Because it's so big. And yeah, if you live in an area, don't only come for 1 day because you're not even going to see half of what's in there. But I think these boys are starting to appreciate how big it's going to be when they get inside tomorrow, because we've been walking for about 10 minutes just on the side of the building and we're not even to the end of it yet.
Well, how I'm looking at it is like, and this is a fair judgment, I'd say, every 100 feet that we got, or every 100 steps, that adds another quarter of a pound of what the fish that I'm expecting Norman to put us on. So,
yeah, right. Hey, I'm used to pressure.
So, but yeah, it's been so far.
You know how many fish stories you can hear in 10 hours from these two?
And the stories never repeated themselves either.
I'm just surprised these boys haven't ratted on me about our little screw up on the way over here yet again. They've already been talking about that almost the whole trip over.
Yeah, but we got to get home.
Yeah, that's true. But I tell you.
Yeah, I don't think they make a taxi that goes all the way up.
No, can we Uber back? But we got down here pretty quick though.
Yeah, we did.
I mean, we got down here so quick that we even lost a flat out tungsten sticker.
Yeah, thanks to Sir Leadfoot over here.
Hey, when you got one thing in mind to get down here and ready to take a nap, it's gonna be well deserved after we leave here. And
oh yeah.
So, but we might have to stop and get something to eat first after we get done here.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Fat boy's getting hungry.
Like, yeah, right. Well, skinny boy's getting hungry too.
What's up, guys? On the way to Icast in the morning. We'll doing this travel vlog. Got old Norman Lee with Norman Lee Fishing. Everybody knows the greatest net man. And
heard that, didn't you, Jonathan?
So we're gonna get in here just a few minutes away on the bus traveling. But going to see what all we can get into, and hopefully be able to get a lot of good footage off of this and do a travel vlog for it. So we will. You got anything to say, Norman?
Nope, but we'll see everybody at the show.
Sounds good.
Amen.
Okay, guys, we hope you enjoyed watching that portion of our travel vlog. Coming up, Colin and myself get a chance to talk to some of our fellow fishermen on some of their favorite baits, tackle, and techniques. We also talk to some of the top companies in the industry. Hope you enjoy the rest of the video, and don't forget, watch all the way to the end to find out how you could receive a 50-count bag of Bruiser Bait soft plastics. Norman Lee Fishing is proud to be sporting these fine products: Bruiser Baits, Bass Addiction Gear, Flat Out Tungsten, Power Pole, Power Core Custom Rods, Blues Reels, Crawdad Custom Jigs, Bob's Machine Shop, and Coola Signs. Alright guys, when you're walking around Icast, Florida, you never know who you're going to run into.
Never know who you're going to see.
We got Godwin, we got Dynasty.
Yeah.
Oh man, you know what? Me and my wife watch it religiously.
Well, thank you very much.
Godwin, it's such a pleasure meeting you, man. Let me tell you something. All the podcasts you guys are doing now is just unbelievable. You know, the family atmosphere on the show is just, that's what it's all about, right?
Yeah, it is. That's love.
But I tell you what, it's a pleasure.
Yes, sir. It's good to meet y'all. Thank y'all for coming by.
I appreciate it. Just keep up what you're doing. Keep up all of the crew, all of the
Thank you. I appreciate it.
guys, we got Godwin, we got Dynasty. Unbelievable, right? Alright guys, we are at the Power Pole booth, Icast 2022. Check this out, look who we ran into, Mr. Chris Lane himself, MLF Pro. And Chris, what's going on, man?
Man, just here at the Power Pole booth, just loving it. You know, just checking out the blades, Power Pole Charge, the Pro 2s, everything they've got here, the micros, you know. It's never an old day in the Power Pole booth.
Yeah, never dull moment, man. You know, Power Pole, in my eyes, the best invention, best thing they ever came up with as a fishing aid in the fishing industry, man. But anyway, Chris, we want to thank you, brother. You're doing a great job on tour this year. And,
Thank you.
Another thing I want to mention also is my foundation. I do a raffle for a cure, which is a raffle that benefits cancer awareness, cancer research. And Mr. Chris here actually a couple years ago gave us one of his jerseys, signed it, and sent it to me. So I want to thank you, Chris. That went over really big.
Absolutely.
I appreciate all you do. You know, it's just amazing.
Yeah, well, let me know if you need some more and anything we can do to help, you know. We're always there for you.
I sure will, Chris. Thanks,
All right.
brother.
Thank you, guys.
As always.
Appreciate it.
All right, what's going on, guys? We're at Icast 2022 in the Power Pole booth. kind of ran into Brian.
Hey,
Watt.
Norm.
Hey, what's that guy?
How you doing, buddy?
Watt. And Mr. Hector
Got
over
Hector
here,
over here. What's going
the top
on?
salesman with Powerful.
Yep.
I tell you what, Brian, you guys are. I've been trying to get with these guys for the last 2 days. Every time I come over, they must have the biggest crowd around them at Icast.
You're just wanting fishing tips. That's all you want, just fishing
Hey,
tips.
all fishermen are the same. We can't have enough information.
That's right, bud. Yep.
But
Well,
anyway,
we're glad you stopped by here on the Power Pole booth.
yeah.
You've run our product forever. You know everything we're doing and what we're doing and what we're fixing to come out with. So it's all exciting to us.
Exactly. You know, Power Pole, in my eyes and probably everybody else's eyes, best innovative product that they have ever came out with in the industry as a fishing aid.
22 years ago.
Oh,
We've been around for a while, and it's still super strong. It's
22
amazing.
years. You know, it just seems like it's been yesterday.
I know.
It doesn't seem that long, but yeah, 22 years. I tell you what, my first Power Pole was a 6-foot, the original. And I'm running 2 8-foot blades right now. Or, I'm sorry, let me retract that, 2 10-foot blades. I'm cutting myself short a little bit here. 2 10-foot blades. You've got to have boat positioning.
We've been, from the beginning, we've always been about total boat control.
Exactly.
And that's your boat. And with Hector coming, I mean, with everybody in the whole company is worked together and tried to make things better for the angler, better for just a sportsman. And that's what we do with our products. And so it's a total boat control deal, which we never had that 20 years ago, 22 years ago.
You know, with some of those big fish you catch, you can tell it's all about boat control.
Oh, no doubt.
If you know what your boat's doing, you know what you're doing in your angles. That's the best part about this company.
That's right.
Especially like if you're shallow fishing, it's able to put you in there and you don't have to worry about the trolling motor making noise, spooking fish or anything like that. Once them poles are set, that boat is set.
Well, and another thing, I mean, like you're just a master out here in Lake Placid, dragging big Carolina rigs and big 10 or 12-inch worms. But with our drift paddles, and a lot of guys never understood this, with our drift paddles, you can even though you're not anchored out, you can actually control what you're doing, dragging those rigs. It's amazing.
Yeah, and not only that, but with the drift paddles, you could actually angle the drift paddles to act like a rudder. So if you have a couple people fishing off your boat, one off the back deck, one off the front deck, you could actually angle those drift paddles to act just like if you're a rudder on a sailboat. So you can control the angle your boat sets on the drift, so both anglers could actually fish off the side.
That's right.
Without the drift paddles, if you're just drifting, your boat's basically going to drift front to back with the wind. It makes it a little bit more difficult for 2 people to drift off.
Bottom line is, we make you look good.
Exactly. How about the
That's a good one, ain't it?
And that takes a
how
lot.
about the Powerful charge? That's,
That's phenomenal. Yeah, 2 years now with that, and here we go again talking about total boat control. And it's about the anglers, you staying on the water for 10 and 12 hours a day, knowing I've got ample charge for my trolling motor.
We've got power all day.
It's amazing.
And I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but you know, all these new electronics we have out today, the big electronics, the 12-inch, the 10-inch, the 16-inch electronics, they carry and require a lot more amperage, which in turn, your batteries are going to die a lot quicker. But with the Powerful charge, you can get up with all these big electronics and go all day because you're actually charging as you're fishing.
Every time you crank your motor, we're pumping power, and it understands which batteries need it the most. So it pumps power to those batteries, keeping you on the water going. And on top, like you said, with your big electronics, most guys with 3 and 4 screens on, and they're running their live wells all day long with a limit of bass or whatever. So even in the tournament situation, you jump in your boat at 10 minutes to 3, I got to be at weigh-in, and we don't crank. We do have the feature of the jump start. So we can pull that excess power out of your trolling motor batteries, fire that big motor up, and we're going. So it's security on the water. Like I say, it's total boat control. We make you look good.
Right. And I can imagine with the charge, people are actually seeing battery lives last to where normally like 2 years is going to be a max that I can get out of a battery.
Set of batteries.
Right. And I imagine with that charge, with it constantly keeping it full, it's a whole lot better on a battery instead of a battery dropping down, charging fully back up, dropping it back down. That's keeping it to where it's gonna, that battery life is gonna last a whole lot
Gives the
longer.
longevity of the battery a
Right.
little bit longer life, long-term aspect of the batteries.
Right.
So, on top of that, we've got mid-boat, back of the boat. We've got new products coming, as you know, so we won't disclose anything about that yet. But you're going to have total boat control. That's what we're about, and we're bringing that, and it's going to be awesome.
That's awesome. I tell you what, guys. Thank you, brother.
Thank you, man. Good to see you, Norm.
And
Thanks,
while
bro.
I got y'all here, Norman got in touch with y'all. I did a benefit tournament for 50 legs, and so we raised over $8,500 for people that their insurance would not pay for prosthetic legs. So with the money that we raised, we was able to help 3 people get legs. But I wanted to tell y'all thank you for what y'all donated to us, to be able to say, I wanted to meet y'all to say thank you for helping us out.
Well, thank you for what you do out there, and we're glad to be part of it. We're glad to help on that end.
So, other than that.
All right, guys. Anyway, Greg, Brian, Hector, thank you. Thank you for what you do. Thank you for everything. You heard it firsthand right here. These guys, Power Pole, the first #1 product in innovation in the industry. You guys got to check them out. Power Pole.
Power-pole.com.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, guys. Just ran into a buddy of mine, Matt Robertson. Man, Matt turned it up on tour this year, right?
Yeah, man, been having a good year, setting 15th in points, and hanging out here with my good buddy Norman, and yeah, it's been a good year, getting it rolling.
Awesome, man. I love watching him, man, on tour. Don't get any better than that. But you have a question for me?
Oh yeah. One thing about it is ran into Matt a couple times on Chickamauga, and he was, I mean, you can't miss one, you can't miss the big old ugly stick boat. But you got, but you got to say, first thing you're gonna see if he's standing up on that deck are them golden locks right there. So I mean, that is just awesome. But question for you, Matt.
Yeah.
If you was to have a rod that is going to be your go-to rod to where you can tie whatever you want on it, what is going to be your go-to rod?
Man, I'm old school whenever it comes to a go-to rod, and I'm ugly 7-foot, medium heavy, ugly stick carbon. You can do about anything you want with the 7-foot medium heavy, flip, pitch, go out offshore, throw a big worm, spinner bait. 7-foot medium heavy is the go-to still.
Heck yeah.
Awesome, man.
That is actually
first hand, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what my go-to is, a 7-foot medium heavy. And I mean, because one, just like what you're saying, you can do whatever. It's very versatile, whatever you need to do on it. So heck yeah, Matt, we appreciate
Yeah,
it,
it's a
man.
pleasure, buddy.
Heck yeah.
Matt, it's brother.
Good seeing you,
As
Norm.
always, keep doing what you're doing, man.
I appreciate it. Thanks, buddy.
Guys, Matt Robertson right here at Icast 2022. Alright guys, we found Hot Depot. GML Live, Fast Road Tour.
That's right. Nice to meet you. It's been a good year this year as well, and one of the heavy hitters back earlier in the spring. And had a decent year on the Fast Road Tour so far.
Heck yeah. I got one question for you.
Okay.
If you had one to go bait to go to, what would be your
bait? One bait for all the time, and it's what you're going to hear a lot of people say, it's a jig. I mean, the Terminator Pro's jig is something that I can catch fish on, I feel like, about anywhere and about any time. A half-ounce Bama crawl and that Terminator Pro's jig is probably the
Yeah, we've seen it. I know my dad and I and Norman, we've seen you smash a couple of them with it. So, but I had a feeling that's what it was going to be, but I wanted to ask you, had the opportunity to speak to you, so I had to ask. So.
Absolutely.
Thank you much.
Meet y'all, absolutely. Yeah, thank y'all. Have a good
Guys, Hot Depot.
Hot
Can't
Depot.
get any better than that, right?
Heck yeah.
Ran into Matt with Trophy Catch. Man, I tell you what, Matt, Trophy Catch is an awesome program that they started in Florida. Explain a little bit about Trophy Catch, what it is, and how fishermen can use it and actually participate in the program.
Yeah, so Trophy Catch is an angler incentive program we have in Florida, and it's for trophy bass over 8 pounds. So basically you put the fish on a scale, you get the whole fish in the picture, with the readout on the scale, and then you can submit that fish to trophycatch.com for prizes like Bass Pro gift cards, other discounts on tackle, and then obviously the reason we started this program is because it's a citizen science program. It's also a catch and release program, so you have to release your fish. But the citizen science part of it is back in the day when we would do sampling for FWC here in the state and try to sample bass, we would never see these really, really big bass that everyone was catching. Obviously we see the pictures, we see everyone with them, but in our sample and our data, they just weren't coming up. So this program was a great idea to get citizens involved, so that way they could supply us with some scientific data. So we get all this information from these big trophy bass, and that helps us imply like some kind of management strategy for trophy bass, which this is the 10th year of Trophy Catch. So we're doing this really big promotion for pink tags. We got 10 fish over 10 pounds in 10 lakes in the state of Florida. 2 of them been caught already, so we only got 8 more left. But it's just a really cool program. So after 10 years, we've been able to take this information and now we can apply it to some management strategies to try to grow even bigger bass than what Florida's already known for. So,
Matt, well, I tell you what, it's a great program, and it helps promote catch and release, which is really important. So our future generations of anglers coming up in the sport can enjoy it like we do today, because putting the fish back means a big deal for the long-term outlook on the sport.
yeah, and I mean, like like a trophy fish, for most people, a fish over 8 pounds is a fish of a lifetime. If you live in Florida, it might happen multiple times in your lifetime. But for people that come here and they want to catch an 8-pound bass and catch that fish of a lifetime, that's why the program is really important to be catch and release, because those big fish are so valuable to anglers that it's really important that we get those big fish back in the water so everybody has a chance to get their trophy.
Well, that's awesome. Great program. Guys, go on the website. What's the website?
It's trophycatch.com. So you can go to trophycatch.com, or we actually have an app in the App Store where you can actually search catches too, which is another great feature, because if you can take a look at all the searches and find these places that hold all these big fish, there's some places that the fish get a lot bigger than others, and that Trophy Catch program is another way to help kind of direct you to those places.
Awesome, super cool. Matt, it was good talking to you. I really appreciate it, man. Great program. You got to check out that program, guys.
All right, thank you, Don.
We're at the American Tackle Company booth over here at Icast 2022. Don Morris. Don's a salesman for American Tackle, but he also has a really, really impactful charity that he runs, a foundation that he runs for children that have autism. Now, autism is a little bit dear to my heart, my wife's heart, because we actually have 2 family members, two grandchildren that actually suffer from the disease. So, Don, tell us a little bit about what you do, how the charity works, what you do for the children.
Absolutely. So 4 years ago, I started a nonprofit organization called Autism Anglers. Our main mission was to spread awareness and acceptance to autism through the sport of fishing. Me being an angler, a rod builder, and in the industry, I knew I could reach out to anglers and they would help. So on top of that mission, we also supply free gear, fishing trips to any angler with autism, no matter age. So adults, kids, anybody with autism, we give them free gear. It's been absolutely amazing. It's my full-time job that I get paid for in smiles.
That's awesome. When we had our bait shop in Sebring, we actually done a drive for Don, for the cause, and the response we got and the stuff we got people bringing in for this cause, for this foundation, for this organization was just overwhelming. The response we got with the product. So, guys, please, autism, it's a great cause. How could people get in touch with you and possibly help with the organization?
Yeah, absolutely. So like you mentioned, Donate to Tackle, we rebox that and send it out. In fact, over the last 3 years, we sent over 3,000 pounds of Donate to Tackle at no charge to all the applicants. So that's been an absolutely fantastic program. You can get a hold of us on all social media. Just look up Autism Anglers. We're there. AutismAnglers.org is our website. You can check it out. You can see pictures of my son on there catching his fish and all that good stuff. And the smiles that we get back from the parents. It's absolutely incredible thing that we're doing.
Well, that's awesome, Don. Really appreciate it. Keep up the good work.
Thank you so much.
Because it's a great foundation, and anytime you can get out and help and give back, you know, is always a blessing.
Fishing is great therapy.
It sure is. We appreciate all you do for the cause and what you do for the industry.
Thank you so much.
Don, thank you, man. I appreciate it. Alright guys, we are at Icast 2022 and we ran into a booth. You've got to check this product out called the Floatzilla.
Doug Reed.
Doug Reed, I'm the
inventor, Doug Reed.
Doug Reed. Doug, tell us a little bit about this product, how it works, and what it is.
Well, it's an unusual product because it's the first time that we're actually cutting a soft plastic and adding a float to it. And you know, there's a lot of soft plastics that say they float and all, but what we're trying to do is real true floating. So when you add a hook to your soft plastic, it'll still float. A lot of times you add a hook and it just goes down to the bottom. When you put these floats on, it really, you know, makes them float. Another thing you can do, you're adding different colors, like chartreuse, we got blues, you can match your worm. Like I said, it's a real niche product, it's an artistic type product. You know, it's the next thing, it's what people are gonna try to do. Change your worms, change your lizards, change your balls to float, you know. And especially when you're Carolina rigging over weeds, you want that high float, you want to be in the column. It's just what we're doing now. You know, everybody's netting, everybody's shaky heading, you know, and they're trying to float. You know, it's a new thing in fishing. What's business about? What's business going to? Because our fish are so pressured, you know, they don't want anything dragging on the ground anymore. They want to see something natural in that water column kind of float. That's our product, Floatzilla.
You know, the biggest misconception with Carolina rig is everybody says a Carolina rig, weight comes along, then that bait follows the weight, but the bait's hovering above the weight. That is actually a misconception of the Carolina rig. A normal soft plastic followed by a Carolina rig, if you pull the line, you drag it across the bottom, that line is actually pulling that bait on the bottom as low as the weight is, dragging it across the bottom. If you're pausing, it's going to help keep the bait up a little bit higher.
Yeah, what happens is, people don't understand, you have the Carolina rig weight, and then you have the lure, the plastic worm or plastic lizard, that the water is actually pushing the line down. So normally the bait's just almost pinned to the floor. You know, it's just dragging. But with my bait, as soon as you stop, yeah, it's pinned. As soon as you stop, now you got that floating up. Okay, and most fish aren't on the bottom. They're looking. They're a foot and a half off the bottom or something. So they're looking right at it. You know, it's going to put it in their face. And the tank, we were earlier in the tank. I mean, every time we put it in their face, they grabbed it. If we were above them or below them, they didn't want it. You know, and the tank's very heavy, nothing pressure. That's what's great about Icast. You get the tank, you get all these people running around, you get a lot of people like saying, I've never seen that before. There's no way they could solve it before.
Good deal, Doug. Thank you, brother. We appreciate it. And check them out, Floatzilla, and pretty cool product.
Yep, Floatzilla. www.shop Floatzilla.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you.
All right, guys. The trivia question of the blog is, who won the inaugural Icast Cup? Now, we're looking for the name of the pro on the winning boat.
Now that we have the question, your job is to comment down below. The first person that answers the question correctly will get a 50 count bag of Bruiser Bait soft plastic. And guys, once that we have the winner, we will contact you and make sure that we get the proper shipping information to where we can ship you that bag of baits. And while you're at it, make sure you follow us on Facebook and subscribe on YouTube at Norman Lee Fishing and CMB Bass in 1983.
Tight lines, and now to the conclusion of our 2022 Icast travel blog. How's it going?
Oh man.
Oh boy.
Just now getting back in the truck.
You know what? We just got finished eating dinner. Demonica's in Orlando. Colin, what do you think? You know what? If you ever are in Orlando,
I say if you're ever within a stone's throw of this, I mean like Tennessee, so
yeah. gotta come to Demonica Steakhouse. I tell you what, I guarantee you the best food, best steak you will ever eat. I've been here actually every year every year that I'm here in Orlando this time of the year for Icast, I always make it a point to come here one time, and best steak you'll ever eat, I guarantee. Come to Demonica's, man. It's gonna be the best steak you've ever had. Oh my goodness.
Service is fantastic too.
I tell you,
best service.
Always my way of thinking on tips and stuff like that. You get a pretty good tip as long as you keep my drink full. I never seen the bottom of my drink. But then when you go down and time for the meal, let's start with the bread. That was some pretty fresh bread. But then when the meal came out, 14-ounce steak comes out on some mashed potatoes, and it just melts in your mouth, and you're like, oh man, it was the best steak I have ever eaten. And trust me, I've eaten a lot of steak.
Yeah, we can tell right there.
Yeah. But Delmonico's, Orlando, if you want to come and have one of the best steaks you'll ever have, this is the place.
You gotta come try them out. Anyway, alright, that's it for tonight. We're going back, we're gonna get us some serious R&R. Get ready to go again tomorrow.
Yeah.
So anyway, guys, tight lines. We'll see everybody tomorrow. Alright, man. We're day 2, Icast 2022. And got another full day of the show. What do you think, Colin? It's gonna be a good day again today?
Oh, it's gonna be a good day.
Hey, it's always a good day, right?
Any day you can talk about fishing to anybody in the room, it's gonna be a good day.
How you going back there, Steve? Hanging on and hanging in there? Hanging in and hanging on?
Yeah.
Right. Well, anyway, guys, Icast 2022. We're about to get her done, get her started, and we'll see everybody on the floor. How about them apples? All right, guys. What is going on? Icast 2022. This is a wrap. Left Icast 2022 today. Probably what? About 2 hours early, didn't we?
2 hours early, yeah.
And let me tell you something. We drove to Lake Placid. We're in Lake Placid right now, my old stomping grounds. But we hooked up with my man Dennis Crenshaw of Freshwater Charter and Guide. Lake Placid Freshwater Charter and Guide. I gotta get that right?
Yeah.
Lake Placid Freshwater Charter and Guide. Man, we want to give props to my man Dennis. We had a good dinner with him, and we appreciate that, Dennis. Really do.
We really do.
Drove straight down to see Dennis, and he took care of us once we got down here. But I tell you what, Icast, you ever get a chance to go, you need to go if you're a fisherman. It's huge. You will not believe inside of it. I'm pretty much there the last 8 years. Colin, I kept telling Colin how big it is. He wouldn't believe me. When he got in, I tell you what, when you walk in the doors, it'll overwhelm you. You won't know what to do first. But you had a step meter or a step counter, didn't you? How many steps did we do yesterday?
Yesterday was over 11,000 steps.
And
Really?
Then today, with even leaving 2 hours early, we were right at 9,000.
9,000 steps, and we left 2 hours early today. So, anyway, Dennis.
Dennis is
And
like,
unfortunately,
tomorrow.
I'm going tomorrow, and these guys gonna be down here fishing.
Dennis will be up there tomorrow. We're going to be wetting lines tomorrow.
Right. But I also want to say, if you're ever in the Lake Placid area, make sure you take the charter trip with Dennis here. We're already planning on our trip to come down here.
Oh yeah, we'll be back, and we're gonna hook up with Dennis. I guarantee you, the best crappie fisherman in the state of Florida, guaranteed, hands down.
That's a Norm guarantee. But what we're going to do is we're going to put all his contact information, his Facebook information and stuff, and links and stuff for Dennis. We're going to put it on this video description. So all you're going to have to do is click down on the description, and it's going to give you all his information, contact stuff, to where we're making it as easy as possible. You just got to make that phone call or message him on Facebook, and that's going to be it. You're going to have a heck of a trip.
Awesome, man. Well, Dennis, thanks, brother.
Yes,
Appreciate
sir.
it as always. Me and Dennis
glad
go,
to meet
me
you,
and
man.
Dennis go way back.
It has been a blast.
Yeah.
All right, awesome, Dennis. Thanks, and 2022 Icast, that's a wrap. See ya on the water.